Hello, it's Jenny from So Confident here. I quickly wanted to jump on and let you know what we've been doing to support our franchisees through this difficult time. The first thing that we did quite early on was we decided that we were going to cancel all management fees, which means that the franchisees have not been paying us anything at all. In the contract it says there is a minimum, but to take the pressure off everybody, we decided that we were going to get rid of them. So that's the first thing. I actually believe that not many franchisors have done this through talking to other franchisors at the moment. So that's a tick in our box, I think, for our franchisees. Don't have to pay anything to us until things pick up again. We moved really quickly into the online kind of marketplace, so all of our classes are obviously in the studios, which you have to physically go to, which works really well for us, except in a global pandemic. Who knew, when you're not allowed to go near anyone? So they've been shut now since March, and now this is May, towards the end of May that I'm talking to you now. So we very quickly moved into the online space. Within probably about a week we had started to run and test and trial how could our online business, what does it look like, what do our customers want. We are a super customer focused company, so we're asking our customers, what do you need, what do you want, would you even do these at home was obviously a big question as well, and the answer is yes. So that's been really quite successful and something that we will continue with. It's not all bad things that come out of a global pandemic. Turns out there's a lot of opportunity, and there's a lot of avenues that it's taken us as a company down that we perhaps wouldn't have gone down before. So it's not all bad at all. We have been given advice on equipment as well for the online classes. We didn't expect anyone to have the tech or the equipment to run the online classes before, because we weren't doing them. So we did a lot of research into what equipment do you need, what editing software, if any, do we need, how's this going to look, and we kind of gave everyone that information so they didn't have to go and find it out for themselves. We have been doing weekly calls with the franchisees, so on a Friday we all jump on a call, and it is partially to just check in and make sure that we're all okay, and mentally, physically, that we're all coping with the situation. And we also have a bit of business chat as well, obviously, and we talk about what's worked for us this week, what direction do we want to go in, what ideas do we have. So we've really come together as a group, rather than just us coming up with the ideas. The franchisees have been pitching in, and it's been really great. A lot of their ideas we've taken on board and moved with really quickly, which has been fabulous. We've got a whole load of new classes. We're always adding new things at the moment. The most recent classes have been our beginners classes, which took a little bit of work to get online and to make sure they were right. We did an entire trial with 13 people to make sure that it was actually the right thing that we were doing, and now they're online, they're selling really well. So that's good income for all the franchisees, and moving forward we're going to continue with that. We've been advising with grants and loans, so I've been really keeping up to date. I've been keeping it in touch with my accountant a lot, and I've been keeping up to date with what's happening, what grants are available, what loans are available, and really advising on what I think the franchisees should be doing. And it's been working both ways as well. So I'm in Scotland, some of my franchisees are in England, so they're hearing about different things, and we're sharing what's available so that we can all make the most of what's available to help us during this time. Most recently we created a online platform, so an e-commerce website for each franchisee that's like a mini version of our website. Now I think this is probably something that we are going to continue with, but we would never have done it had this situation not arisen. So everyone has their own e-commerce website that they can sell sewing machines and haberdashery and kits and everything, fabric on. Our retail has been the biggest part of the business for the past couple of months, so it's great that we can now, it means that our franchisees can make good money from the retail side as well, when really retail was about 10% of our sales before. But crucially for the franchisees, it was an in-class sale, so it was from people who were physically coming into the studio. So now they've got the ability to sell online to their own customers, you know, through their Facebook, through their Instagram, through word of mouth, things like that. we've been advising on ways to minimise outgoing. So obviously all of our franchisees have premises, so like what can we avoid, what do we not have to pay right now, what can we put off, what can we put on hold, that sort of thing. So just to protect the cash flow of each company really, and we've been advising on that. Reopening strategies is what we're working on currently. So when we reopen, we don't know when that's going to be, but what's that going to look like, and how can we reopen quickly and adhere to the government guidelines to keep our staff and our customers safe. So we've been coming up with ideas for that, and it's quite exciting because the ideas are quite different, and I think we will continue with them. It means that more people can get involved in the classes, and crucially people that are going to have to stay indoors for longer can get involved in the classes, because there's probably going to be a lot of people that are very high risk that are not going to be able to kind of go out into the world at the same time as folk who aren't high risk. So that'll be good. I've been getting involved with the franchise community throughout the UK just to figure out what's everyone else doing, sharing ideas, making sure that what we're doing is kind of in line with everyone else, and hopefully better than what other franchisors are doing. So I've been keeping in touch with that, and I was talking on the franchise advisory board recently as well, just about what are we doing to help our franchisees through this time. And finally, another thing we've been doing is really trying to increase brand awareness through marketing, and at no cost to the franchisees. We do have a marketing fund that is put into by all the franchisees, and we've not touched that throughout this time, so that's still sitting there ready to be used when we fire everything back up again. So that's just some of the things that we've been doing to help our franchisees throughout this time. I just wanted to let you know, because it's actually a really important question. You want to, if you're considering a franchise, you really want to ask, right, well, not necessarily how is the franchisor when things are going really good, but how is the franchisor when everything really grinds to a halt, and what did they do to help the franchisees to make sure that they had the best chance of success. And actually we will probably come out of this thriving, I think, because the opportunities that are available at the moment are actually huge for us, and it's pushed us in all these different directions that we wouldn't have gone in before, because we just thought we didn't have time, and then suddenly we did have time. So it's not all bad. Just wanted to check in and let you know. So if you were thinking of getting in touch to find out more about the franchises, please do let us know. I'm still accepting calls, I'm still chatting to people, even though we don't have an actual date for perhaps when your studio could open. Still give us a shout, we can still chat about it, and hopefully we can get some more studios open when we're allowed to. Probably end of this year, next year, I would think. Anyway, if you want to get in touch, let me know, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. See you later.